day they waited. The sky was dark and faded. Solemnly they stated, he has to die. You know he has to die. And all the children and men, from books that they were burning, every leaf was turning to watch him die. You know he has to die.
The summer sun looked down on him. His mother could but frown on him. And on the other side, but it doesn't seem to matter.
And when the day it ended, with rainbow colors blended, his mind remained undead. what that woman she's been doing to me. I'm gonna find me a hole in the wall. I'm gonna crawl inside and die. Come later now, a mean old woman, Lord, never told me goodbye. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? I'm gonna buy a ticket now, as far as I can. Ain't a never coming back. Ride me a southbound, all the way to Georgia now, till the train and run out of track. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman, she been doing to me? Oh, Lord. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, she been doing to me? Can't you see? Oh, she's such a crazy lady. What that woman, she been doing to me? Can't you see? Lord, I can't stand to see what that woman, she been doing to me. Can't you see? I'm gonna take a freight train down at the station. What that woman ain't never coming back. Oh, can't you see? Gonna ride me a southbound, can't you see? All the way to Georgia, Lord.
Check, check. This is a fun one. What is this? Fusion. Oh, okay. I lost my pick. Look, I keep losing my pick. Fortunately. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else. Okay, let's see what else. Piano. Let's try this. G minor. Wait, actually. Let's try bass only backing track. Actually, you know what? Let's try creating some custom loops. So, turn this off. That, and we have. Okay, let's not use that one. Let's use this one. Okay, that sounds good. 2, 3, 4. Nah, missed that. Let's try that again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then we go all the way back and we there, that's our loop. Let's try recording again. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I messed that up. Actually, I want to do that again. Dum, dum, dum. Okay. Alright. And then we go once more. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, it loses the rhythm there, right? I think we can just keep it at that and then move up to some of this. Hold on. Yeah. Wait, nope. Go back. Here. Oh wait, you guys can't see what I'm doing. My bad. That up there. That's smaller. Oh, that's better. No, I missed that. Okay, that's good. So move these back to the front. Move this a little closer here. Okay. So let's scroll back to home. Okay, so let's play this once. Okay, what if we give it a What if we give it a full do it in G major. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, if we Man, I can't play a simple loop to save my life. Just the base one. Okay, that's good. Let's do that again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's a good sound. Try that. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. playing here, not on something else. No, not gentlemen. Stacks, studio drummer, contact. Rickenbacker bass. Okay, let's try that one. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can stack it. That's something, but why is it taking up so much RAM per All right. Hey, Nogar, thank you for showing up. I'm just making some loops. I'm gonna do a little tour in a bit, showing off my setup, explaining some stuff. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Up this for a bit. Let's put this webcam up for a second. Yeah, that's better. And we can have some lighting in the background. Light. Bam. Get the right color. All right. So this is a sort of introduction. I don't know. I'm treating it like a lecture. That's all I know how to do. This is just a little tour of this whole elaborate setup that I've got. In a minute, I'll change back my cameras and I can kind of show you around. Maybe I can move this camera around and show you stuff. But hopefully you can hear me, the mic. Might be doing some music on the side. But anyways, a little bit about the setup. It's let's see, I got my notes here. I got my little notepad. There's like four major elements to it. I've got my physical instruments over here. I have my digital and MIDI setup over down here. I have my mic, which is actually a physical instrument. It's routed here, but it comes over here. And then I have my auxiliary sort of set up on this side. All that gets fed into the computer. Now, let me sort of begin with the first part. Let me begin with a little tour of the guitar and the bass and the physical instruments. So, let me see. I can turn the light on over here for a second. There you go, that's better. And I can take this camera and hopefully move it around so you can now see. So, no, tug. There you go. So that's my guitar. I'll bring it up in front. That's the amp. That's my bass guitar. That's hanging up on the wall over there. And then over there is my little electronic roll-up drum kit and, you know, cat stuff in the back. Right? Now, yeah, the guitar I got actually when I moved to Florida, when I moved to the US in 2020. I think it was like I moved December 2020, and then I got the guitar in 2021. I want to say like the spring of 2021. I've been playing guitar for a long time. 2008. So since 2008, and I have an electric guitar back home in India and an acoustic one. Acoustic one. I have an acoustic over there, if you can see in the corner, like that thing over there. But it's got repair issues that I'm yet to get done. But yeah, basically we have the guitar. The thing about this guitar is, if you were to ask me, people ask me what model is it, what make is it, what kind is it? I don't know. My friend, who's also a musician, Saurabh, he shout out to Saurabh. He met this guy named Todd, who's a real Florida man, in the best possible way. And he sold me this guitar. He said, you want to buy a guitar? And I was looking to buy a guitar for when I moved here. I wanted to play. And he sold me a guitar and an amp for like $200. And he had made this guitar at home in like his garage. This is a handmade, homemade guitar. It's got a pretty sweet like custom paint job. Like if I turn it around, don't want to get tangled. But that's all hand painted. That's all hand painted. That's all custom. Like that, this dude made it. It's got like dents and nicks from when I've used it. It's like from when he's, and for those of you who might like know anything about guitars, it's a very unique kind of shape. The headstock here is a Fender kind of headstock with this little curve. And I really don't know anything about like the wood or the paneling or anything like that. He never told me. But the body itself is more Ibanez type rather than the straight up Fender Stratocaster, which is a little bit more rounded here. Let me see if I can pull up a reference image of what I'm talking about. Fender versus Ibanez. Fender Strat. Okay, like here, put this up here. Put my webcam back up. Like even if you see here in this very image, the Ibanez has this like pointed, more jagged edge, right? While the Stratocaster, the Fender, has a more rounded, like a classier edge. So oops, didn't mean to do that. And so it's got a Fender, an Ibanez kind of body, which I like because my other guitar back home is Ibanez. I like that kind of sharper look. It's cosmetic, doesn't really matter. But the body itself is like a Gibson in the sense that there's no truss rod. Again, this is technical. You might not know. But a lot of guitars, like Strats, they have a truss rod going through the entire neck, like all the way till here. And you can put an Allen key, like there's a hole there. You can put a Allen key and turn it and tighten the rod, in which case it bends. So like it bends outward. Like there's a rod in here, and it basically bends outward. And you loosen it, it bends this way. So sometimes your strings will like give you a buzzing sound when you're playing because it might be touching the rod, might be pushing the wood too far and the frets too far. In which case you need to loosen it. But this doesn't have that, so I had to like I was having a fretting buzzing problem, so I had to individually loosen and tighten the saddles of each of these strings. It's quite fun, but and then yeah, you know, one volume, one tone knob here, and here Seymour Duncan, and then a humbucker double coil, and then a single coil. And so it's got a 5-way switch. So like on the first switch, it's just this pickup. On the second switch, it's these two. On the third one, it's just the middle. On the fourth one, it's this one and this one. And then on the fifth one, it's just these two, right? These. So and you can tell the difference. Like if I just play a, let me go to just a clean sound, right? Like if I'm on the top, see, the thing is I keep losing my picks. Okay, let's lower this a little bit so you can see. I don't think we need the light now. All right. So if it's on this upper switch and it's just playing this pickup, this is what it sounds like. There's no effects or anything on it. It's clean. Right? Now if I switch it to the lower one, you can notice it. Immediately there's a loss in bass. Right. Then if I go to the next one, you notice it even more. The middle one. Then if you go to the fourth one, it's so much quieter, because it's going that this is why this is called a humbucker, because that hum that comes with it is going away, and I haven't even gotten to the last one yet, right? So this is with this and the humbucker, and then so this is just the humbucker. This is the humbucker and one single coil, which brings in a little bit of hum. This is just the single coil. Now single coil in Seymour Duncan. So much smoother. Thank you. Let me try it on like a patch with like an acoustic patch so you'll understand it even clearer. So this is I've made an acoustic simulator. It adds a little bit of reverb and echo. And you feel like it's got that reverb of the sound box behind the acoustic guitar. Especially with the bass ringing out like that. So, if I play just this with the Seymour Duncan, just the top pickup, then another one, middle and treble are a little bit higher, not just the middle one. You hear it? That's the single coil. It's loud, kind of hummy. It's already a bit electric, even with the amp simulator on. Then just the single coil with the humbucker. You hear that? And then with the humbucker, just the humbucker. Right, so that's the guitar. Next thing I wanna show is, well, actually, I think I might as well I might as well show you my foot pedal setup, but I don't know if my camera can reach there. Maybe it could from behind, but that's a lot of work. But basically, okay, here, I'll do this, right? I'll do this. Okay, we'll just do old-fashioned way, Microsoft Paint, right? So, I'm gonna show you a little flowchart of how things are connected. Now, that's my PC, right? I hate this. Make it bigger. There you go. That's my PC. Now, over here I have I have guitar. Oh no, I can't move it. I have guitar. Right? Why is it not able to do that? That's so stupid. What if I do it here and make it like smaller? Guitar. There, that's better. Bass. Drums. Now, and then one more thing. Right, here is the mic. Okay, now what I have is I have two what we call ABY switches. ABY switches let you either you can have two inputs and one output, or one input and two outputs. So if you have one guitar and two amps, you can plug in one guitar and then have cables running to two amps from the ABY. And then you can play the guitar and you can have it play on A or B or Y, which is both. Or you can have it the other way. You can have one amp with two guitars, like one guitar and one bass, like I do. So now what I've done is this. Right? The guitar is plugged into the AB1 A input, right? And the drums are into the B input. Okay? Now, this also has an A. And a B input. The output from here, this also has an output. Yeah, the output from here goes into the A of this. Then actually, let me put the bass over here. Bass here, and then we do this. The output from this goes into A. And the input from this goes into B. Okay? Now, the output of this goes into my Zoom FX pedal. Actually, I forgot. Hang on. Yeah, so I have a bass running into the bass FX, running into the ABY. This is running into Zoom FX. And then that's the input for that. And then over here you got the output. Now the output for this goes into the Behringer audio interface. To which my mic is also connected. So this is input 1. And then input 2. And then the output from this is connected to my PC. And so it is complicated. It took me a long time to slowly build up because I didn't have money. So I just slowly built what is basically my own mixing console, I guess. So now I have foot switches for when I can switch at whenever I want from guitar to bass. All of these have foot switches. There's foot switches on AB1, foot switches on ABY2, zoom for different pedals, for the bass effects pedal. All of these are on one board, on one effects board on my under my feet, above my, you know what I mean, down there. Now, here into the PC, are my four MIDI my four MIDI controllers. The mixer, the keyboard, the Akai, and the Starry Pad. And then you think this is complicated. This is the complicated part. This is where the auxiliary setup comes in. This is where the auxiliary setup comes in, because here is my Chromebook, which is connected via aux cable to the drums. So I can send whatever audio, if I want, directly to the drums, and through the drums channel, it gets played into the Zoom. Now, the reason for doing that is complicated, but I'll explain in a second. And so basically this is what it is, right? If I want to play guitar, I gotta press A here, A here, and I'm ready to play. The mic and the this is all connected. This is one chain that is connected to this input, and I can. It's just a bunch of and or loops if you think about it logically. Because of the way the signals work, the and doesn't really work. Like I can't really play my guitar and my drums together because the sound sources are not compatible. But if I put two guitars in there, or my guitar and my bass, I definitely can. Like here, if I didn't have this drum here, if I just had a guitar and just had a bass plugged in, I could play both of them at the same time using the Y. Right? But here I can play I can play guitar whenever I want, or like I can show you. I can switch to drums. Like immediately you get that little hiss. That's because of the drums. Right, so I can just play drums, or switch back to guitar, or switch to bass with the tap of a foot. And then my bass pedals and my guitar pedals also have they also have foot switches. And it's a pretty insane setup. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I have a third ABY pedal that is here. I forgot. Let's put that here. ABY 3. Hey, no, that's not what I want to do. Shit. Let's make it smaller. ABY 3. Right there. Now, this goes here. This now the ABY3 I'm using opposite. Here I was using it as two inputs. ABY1 and ABY2 I'm using as two inputs, one output, two input, one output. Here I'm going to use it with one input and two outputs because this second output here goes to my amp that's in the corner there. So now I can decide, and this one works, I can decide with the third ABY switch if I want the guitar sound, the drum sound, the bass sound to go into the computer and be recorded, or I mean if no one's home and I can play, like I can put it on the amp and just jam away on loud. I can play drums, I can play bass, I can play guitar. It's all routed. Thanks for hanging out, man. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you for Dasein, for being here. There. Hope you have a good night, Nogar. I'll see you on your stream sometime. I gotta get streaming more often. But that's basically the that's what it looks like. That's what my routing looks like right now. It's complicated, but it works. And so let me just sort of explain some of the stuff on here now. So you got the bass effects pedal over here at the bottom. It's a, what was this called again? There's one my friend gave me. Oh yeah, it's a Tech 21 Flyrig 5. Flyrig 5. Tech 21. It's technically a guitar pedal, but I use it for bass. It's pretty good. It's got four, and the one over here, the Zoom is the G1X4. It's got three, like one reverb, one chorus flanger thing, and one like overdrive. I can show you that a little bit, sure. Mostly use it for bass. Don't use it that much though. Mostly keep it on the maybe just the chorus. Oh, bass. Alright, so now you can hear it. And so that's just the regular, right, with nothing on it now. Might want to turn this down. So you can, I want to destroy your ears. Let's put down on that. This is just with some of the reverb. I can change the things around there, but I don't really prefer to. Let's see, get an echo. Turn that off, and then I got the chorus one here. This is pretty nice. It's kind of quiet. I use it kind of like an acoustic simulator. Now, then there's the overdrive one, which I gotta be careful about. I have to reduce my input there. It's really strong, so I don't even need to use my fingers. Yeah, that one's loud. And then there's this thing called Hot, which I like. It just sort of amps it up a little bit. So that's the bass. Cool thing about the bass, this is an Ibanez Talman short scale bass. It's not a full length bass, it's more like a guitar sized bass. It's mint green. And it's got two what do you call it? Two pickups. The P style and the J style, which is funny because I'm a PJ. But the P style pickups were the original bass pickups when Fender started making electric basses. And the J style is the jazz style, but we started making it later. So just like my guitar, this also has like a combination of both. And so here you have a volume knob. right? And then here, the second knob here, maybe you can see it with this. I don't need that anymore, right? Okay. Yeah. So there's two knobs, one out, one inner knob and one outer knob. So the inner knob is for volume, and the outer knob is for switching between them. So, right, this is just this one. No, sorry, yeah, this is the single coil. Let me turn off the. There you go. That's off. And so, unlike the guitar, which has like a clicky switch, this has a whole knob, a dial that you can blend instead of switching. So I can choose. It's continuous, so I can maybe do that. That's the midpoint. There's a little click. You can feel it. Click. And now we're moving more towards this side. You hear it? And now we're purely just these two. So I usually prefer this middle. Now this one is very interesting because I need to keep an eye on this. It's an active EQ. An active EQ, that means equalizer. It's got a battery in the back that I gotta keep replacing, otherwise the sound will run out. It's got one knob is treble and the other one's bass, so completely zero treble. Midway, full treble. Zero bass. Midway, full bass. Right? Yeah, so I usually keep it on midway bass. And midway treble. Right, so that's the bass. And then, like what I showed you earlier, the guitar, because because the bass is already has an effects pedal and it's going here and then it's going into the guitar effects pedal. I have created a patch on the effects pedal, which is just an empty patch. So when I play bass, I don't use any of the zoom effects pedals because that interferes with it. Not interferes, but like if I'm already like it's bass, I want it to sound plain. I want it to sound like heavy, not too distorted, not too much delay. I don't want too much effects, and those effects I want only for my guitar and not for the bass. And so I will only I can pass it through the zoom with no effects, and I do the same thing for the drums, because if I play the drums with any of the guitar effects, it's not, that's not the sound that they're the signal, that's not the sound signal they're used to processing, so it sounds off, it sounds bad, you can't hear anything. But then for the guitar, I have, so the zoom effects pedal has about 40 different effects patches built in. Reverb and chorus and flanger and phaser and digital noise and whatnot. But it has 10 spots for making your own, and so I've made some of my own. Let me see if I can demonstrate those. Switch to A. Now this is just the empty or the clean one that I use for the bass or the drum. Let's go backward. This is like a funky blues kind of thing. Then it actually sounds better on this one, the middle one. It's got that country twang kind of thing to it. Then I got this one's fun. This one's I gotta turn it down. This one's the Iron Maiden lead tone. It's kind of emulating it. You might think Iron Maiden has a lot of distortion. No, that's regular people talk. Iron Maiden does not use that much distortion. The tone is actually rather clean and bluesy. It's overdriven maybe a little bit, but very little. It's more harmonics because there's like 3 people playing guitar. So there's 1 lead guitar and 2 people playing harmonics. So there's a second patch. This is the harmonics patch. So it adds that layer to it. It feels like 2 people are playing. So if I ever want to do an Iron Maiden cover, that's what I do. Then this one is one of my favorite. This one's the Green Day Drive. Let me turn that down a bit. On the sun raging love. On the sun raging love. The Jesus of suburbia from Babylon, none of the above, lost sanity died out. sort of popping with a line. No one ever died from my sins in hell, as far as I can tell. At least the ones I've gotten away with, and there's nothing wrong with it. This is how I'm supposed to be, in a land I make believe that don't believe in me. Right? Like if it's even clearer if I turn it up a little bit. And then we have the Green Day Clean. At the center of the earth, in the parking lot of the 7-Eleven where I was stopped. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take some photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang them on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoo some memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, in the end that's right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Yeah, so that's one of my favorite patches. I really like it. This is also one of my favorite patches. I'm gonna turn it down for this. This is the AC/DC patch. Living easy, living free. Season ticket on a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be. Taking everything in my stride. Don't need reason, don't need right. Ain't nothing I could ever do. Going down, hey, party time. My friends are gonna be there too. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Highway to hell. stop sign, see limit. Nobody's gonna slow us down. You gotta wheel, you gotta spin it. Nobody's gonna mess me around. Hey Satan, pay my dues. I'm playing in a rockin' band. Hey mama, look at me. I'm headed in the promised land. Oh, I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. On the highway to hell. On the highway to hell. Don't stop me. Yeah. On the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. And I'm going now. Out the world. Wow. On the highway to hell. Oh, that's what that was about. And we got the classic David Gilmour patch. Wait, what's this all about? Oh yeah, I turned it down this way. And then it goes into the acoustic. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in a war for a lead role in a cage? I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? Same old fears. Wish you were here. So that's all the patches that I have on guitar for now. But let me quickly show you the last thing on this end. The drums. Maybe let's do a little funky jazz. I haven't played drums in a while. Funky jazz from US. That's basically the drums. I got different patterns on them. This is a regular rock pattern. Rock kick. This is a nice Latin. What they call it, Latin. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Afro. This one. Yeah. Try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a electronic kit. Last one is like an old jazz drum kit. I'll show you. That's just basically what it is. So that's the drums, and we go back to the rocks. And then finally, yeah, you have the mic, which comes in here. So I think I'm gonna call it a day actually today. went over multiple stuff. Explained all my instruments, how they work, the routing, the effects, and all of that. I think I'm gonna call it a night and come back for part 2, maybe in a couple of days. I don't know, where I explain the auxiliary stuff, the controllers. That's over here. Here. And then we have to look at what's happening in the PC, so we'll see maybe part 2, part 3 of that. But otherwise, thank you for indulging me. Thank you, Norbert, for being here.